Hello there, H+III+T, it's a boot that dang on time. Before this video starts, let me give you a quick little fashion tip. I know you didn't ask, but I'm giving it to you anyway. If you got a very long flannel on, and it's like the long fit joint, skinny jeans go good with it. Now, baggy pants work too, but just don't do like just regular jeans because it just looks chunky. If you got the skinny straight legs under like the big shirt, looks really cool. Baggy pants or cargos go well with it too because it's baggy on baggy, but just don't do like regular jeans with it. I saw someone doing that today and that poor person. But that's neither here nor there. We are going to review Dang On. Oh, and this is a slept on. This isn't a lap or trap. This is a slept on because I don't feel like it's getting the amount of attention it deserves. DJ Playa's new mixtape, The Rise, just dropped. And even though his channel is taken down, I do have the link to his mixtape in the description, so go check it out. It's for free. You can download it. You ain't got to pay for it. And it's on SoundCloud, so go check it out. But this is a slept on. It's a slept on because it's not getting the attention it deserves. This album reminds me a lot of Lemons. Lemons is a joint mixtape by me and DJ Playa, and it is when he's actually texting me right now, but it was when I had first signed him, and we were like, okay, we gotta do it in a cool way, and there was a whole campaign behind it. At first, it didn't get the reception I thought it would get, and it annoyed me a little bit. It was good for Playa to get his name out there, and, thank you guys so much for embracing him into the SeverTheBond family, but it just didn't get the response I wanted. Later on, when we started hyping up the Christmas tape, Lemons got this weird, cult following, and it's weird to say cult, because there's only, 600 of you, but it suddenly got really popular out of nowhere amongst you guys, so I hope doing this review is going to help spark that with The Rise as well, but that's not here nor there. Let me get into the actual review here. It's about 21 tracks, I believe. No, Green Day, 21 Guns, 21 or 23 tracks, I can't remember. The intro goes harder than a little bit. It's a very cool intro. I actually listened to this twice. The first time I listened to it, I was like half asleep. And it wasn't because the album was putting me to sleep. It was because I was just so freaking tired after graduation. But I gave it another listen and went back in. And that's when I really was awakened. And intro goes harder than a little bit. It is a classic mixtape intro. DJ Playa reminds me a lot of Lil Wayne, and that's personally why I signed him. I hear Lil Wayne in DJ Playa. I don't know if that's the one of his main inspirations, if that's what it is, but I hear a lot of Lil Wayne. I hear a little bit of me too, which is kind of flattering because it's like, what? I influenced someone? That's weird. But it was a really cool intro. Dude got bars for days. The first few tracks, I will say, and again, I'm keeping it all the way 1,000 here because he may be my artist, but it's a review and I'm not going to lie. The first few tracks, I know he said he wanted it to feel like an album, but for a mixtape where you got, no Tupac, all eyes on you, like a lot of people are looking at you now, you gotta skip the fluff and get to the bars. The first few tracks, Life of a Human Being and The Rise, the title track and stuff, I mean, they were cool, and it's an improvement from the first mixtape, but you kind of want to get to the bars, especially when it's a bunch of people who haven't maybe heard the DJ verse. They're listening to you for the first time. Get to the bars. The intro stuff is cool. You got some poppy tracks and it's radio friendly, but people want to hear you spit, and you got to get to that immediately. There's a bunch of tracks on here that felt like fluff, and honestly, we could take them out, maybe make them bonus tracks or something like that, but you got to get to the bars. You got a hot intro, you got to get to these bars. First track that really got me is Right Now. Oh my gosh. Playa. Gosh, dude was slaying it. Something happens when he gets over to the second verse on something. He just starts going, and I'm telling you, I was smiling the whole time because it's this is why I signed this guy. Dude got bars for days. My favorite line is when he went into, I don't know if it's considered an ad-lib or it's a line, but he was like, hey, better swing. That reminds me of this Trace Adkins song, and yes, I listen to country, but that's neither here nor there. That part went harder than a little bit. I sing it every time it comes up. Run This. Man, the flow is freaking cool on there. You got that old Weezy F Baby flow, and not like Carter 2 Wayne. I'm talking mixtape. The Wayne you guys love so much reminds me of some drought type stuff. And not saying I didn't like it for the reasons that I didn't like Lil Wayne on the drought. It's just for Player. We want bars. We don't want songs. We want bars from DJ Player on this particular mixtape, if that makes any sense. So I was really digging the fact that he came with some real aggressive content. It's really cool. And he's doing all this without cursing. Hallelujah. But that's neither here nor there. The song Kingdom. Dude, second verse. Y'all saw me on Twitter. dude snapped. I mean, that's the best way to describe it. You remember Wayne's verse off Senile last year? How he just destroyed it? That's pretty much what the second verse of Kingdom is like. And the hook is really... Oh, that's a nasty hook right there. I really liked what he did on there. The song, Nobody Do What I Do, this song is perfection. And I don't say that about underground artists a lot, but this song is perfection. And again, I'm not just saying that because he signed to me and I want to give him a good, shout or something like that. If it was whack, I'd sit here and tell you, bruh, this song was whack. Bruh, this song right here is up here with, is up there with Tears by Austin Patton on how many times I've replayed it over and over again. Like, I really like that song. Not on some I'm your boss type stuff, on some as a music connoisseur. I love that song. It's a really good song. If you listen to any song on there, listen to Nobody Do What I Do. That is the reason why I signed DJ Playa. Flawless performance. Unfortunately, the ending of the mixtape was kind of like the beginning, to where there's just a lot of fluff and a lot of poppy tracks, and that's cool. It shows range, but I feel like until you get to a point to where you're comfortable with your singing voice, I don't know if that worked for me. I'm sure other people liked it. For me, I wasn't feeling the more poppier tracks, and I went through the same thing when I was younger too, because he's 15, so sometimes you can kill it over a poppy track as far as your rapping, but sometimes rap doesn't go good with every beat, if that makes any sense. And I'm not saying sing, but there's other ways you can vocally deliver something without doing a Migos flow. Because, you take Applause by Lady Gaga, she's not really singing, she's kind of whining on there, kind of like a Marilyn Manson thing, you know what I mean? So when you unlock that third form of vocals, whenever you get there, it's going to sound really cool. And I know that might not have made sense to a lot of people, but if you make music, you understand what I'm talking about. There's singing, there's rapping, there's screaming. He doesn't scream, so we'll take screaming out. There's another form of vocal that a lot of vocalists tend to make. Me, I kind of like I'm whining and I'm yelling at the same time. You guys will hear that when I drop another project, but it's like you unlock a different way to say things on the track. That might have went over your head, but that's neither here nor there. Overall, if I were to give it a rapper trap, I don't think it's fair for me to rate it because I have a biased opinion, but I think it's good. It is a billion times better than the DJ verse. There's no tracks that are laid back that you called laid back. You know what I mean? So I loved it. I thought it was really good, and I'm proud to say you are a part of my label. And every time you say Los Buenos, son, I feel like Birdman watching Wayne two-step on stage, just, oh! Whatever, I'm so proud, but that's neither here nor there. Check it out. I wouldn't endorse something that was whack. You guys know how I do. So check out The Rise by DJ Play. It's pretty good stuff. There's definitely at least one song on there you're gonna like. If you like Lemons, you'll definitely like this. Like, comment, subscribe, H+III+T. Good job, DJ.